Studioloo. I'm Cindy. I'm here with another journal walkthrough. This is the second in my Richard Scarry journal series. So I'll get started. This one is a lovely vintage book, and I've kept the book pretty much in the same condition that I found it, but I sealed it. I just really loved this white book with this blue framing. I'm trying to remember what this book, it was called Huronia. And so yeah, it's got the same nice sort of deco feeling imagery on front and back, this framing. And I've placed a Richard Scarry owl image on the front with these owls and top hats kind of going up and down these little stairs. And the closure is a metal eyelet on both sides. That's a look at the mouth. Lots of fabric ruffles on these pages, and I've secured it with a ribbon, a fabric, sort of a torn fabric ribbon, and handmade beads that I've made. These are hand spun yarn that have a wire core, and they've been wrapped around another piece of wire, so they're like two little beads that can be threaded onto the fabric and tied. And then that's just tied in a bow. So we will open up this journal and get started. Just make sure I'm in frame. I am. Good, good. So then what I do is I just sort of pull this all the way. The nice thing about this closure is these beads prevent the fabric from leaving the holes, so you can just slip it back when you want to write. So this book has a total of 3 signatures, and it is, like I said, it's Richard Scarry themed. So when you open it up, this is the original book backing, and I've bound this with a hidden spine. This is fabric that has reinforced the overall structure of the book. And this is a little pocket from a book page from this book, and inside of it we have 2 things that kind of go together. So a journal card and a journal tag, and both are sewn around and have paper on the back to write on. And those just tuck in there. And I will also include a note from the bookmaker that talks about my journals. I just haven't placed it inside here yet. And then on this side we have some acrylic space. You can write all on here. And these little bunnies are just sort of peeking out of a cabin. And on this side we have a little tiger talking to a fox. And this is cabbage dyed paper that has sailboat illustrations on it. And this is an octopus eating what looks like a big pink lump of ice cream. And this has looks like a mola mola fish. And then this is actually a pocket that was created from the cover of this Huronia book. And I placed this pig on front. And this is a large journal tag with a bunch of crows. And it's been sewn around. And it's on some sort of beautiful scrapbook paper with black flowers. And over here we have a bear lifeguard with a seagull on his head and a little fall scene on some yellow paper. And a bunny raking up some stones and a little crab on. This is eco-printed paper, watercolor, heavyweight watercolor that was printed with red cabbage leaves, and I've sewn some fabric down the side. And this is the back of that with some daubing, and these are 2 little bears that are acrobats. And there's fabric along here. This is hand-dyed marbled lined paper and a little robot. And over here is a little tuck area, little pocket with a couple frogs, and this is the journal card. I love that hippo. And then this is a little tuck area as well. So this is a vintage image of like a balloon ride. And inside is this journal card with some nice fabric on top. A little owl is spraying some water on this elephant. a taxi. This is a couple of bears. This is a tuck spot on top of some lovely paper and some fabric and some florals. And this is a journal card that's been collaged. And then this is a fold out, so there's extra writing space here. And a little crow and some hand-dyed paper. This is avocado dyed paper. And this is an invoice paper, so it's multiple copies. It was like the triplicate paper, so there's some Richard Scarry images on every page. Little peanut, invoice paper, little bunnies, this little, I guess, warthog brushing her hair. And over here we have a pocket that's been collaged and some cute book page behind it. And this is the journal card that is inside this pocket. And this is the center of the first signature. Lots of space to write, acrylic painted, some fabric. And this is some jelly printing paper that I've made. And this is just a little bear. And that's the back of the invoice paper. So again, just with some images. And some avocado dyed paper. And this is a pocket with this little cat playing the harp. This is original imagery from the book in the background. And a corn stalk on a large journal tag. Some grasshoppers. And some fabric here. And this is a pocket with a journal tag inside. Of a bunny painting a fence. It's a nice heavyweight journal card. Just more marble dyed paper. Some pansies. Lots of Richard Scarry imagery in these books. And this is a large pocket with this beautiful owl, and inside is a journal card with some fabric and a little mouse. And a bear brushing his teeth and some more fabric on cabbage dyed paper. This is a mama cat with all her babies in her sack. And now we're at the center of the first two signatures. So this is just some acrylic space to write on, a pig selling some oranges and some ladybugs. And I absolutely love this big fat cat eating sausages. Like, she's just so charming. I love her. And then in the center, I've made this little booklet. So this is a beautiful cat in a dress. And this is a piece of beautiful vintage crochet doily, and you open this up and it just has these pages of blue paper. So it's just a little sewn together booklet, a little extra add-on. And then over here we have a little bunny pocket with another bunny inside, and there's a pig behind, and that's a journal card with orange paper on the back. And this little owl and some vintage fabric, and a rooster and a cat. That's the Little Miss Muffet story. And we have a bear on a horse and a cat taking a picture. And this is some beautiful silk iridescent purple fabric on this marble and teal paper. Some little pigs and a bear and a woodpecker working on a wood project. And some brown paper. And cats washing their mittens. It's from that poem, The Three Little Kittens. And a giraffe and a turtle on some children's composition paper. And this is a pocket with a bunny and some vintage paper behind it. It's magazine paper with some old spoons. And this is a couple of birds that make up a journal card. Just pop them in there. And this is a jelly print paper that I made. A little bear playing a violin. and a cat eating ice cream, a different kind of children's composition paper, and then just a little verse from the book. A bunny pulling a wagon of potatoes, some more fabric, and a little lamb. Oh, these little strings. I always try to pull these all off, but that's a part of the reality of tearing fabric, is you get these little strings sometimes. And then just a couple of elephants. And, oops, we have a little, there we go. There we go. Sometimes you get a little bit of sticking. I haven't, maybe this is the first time I've opened this journal since I made it, actually. It's been waiting for this video. So this is just acrylic paint that's been painted over the existing words on the page. And so this is a beautiful double image. It's the center of the signature, and it's an apple tree with a little critter poking its, looking out the window. And they won't stick again now that they've been separated, so not to worry. Sometimes the acrylic's just not 100% dry. And that's just more acrylic writing space and a little chipmunk washing her baby. That's a little killdeer bird. And some more little shoppers, I guess. And a little raccoon hiding in a ghost costume. And over here is a pocket that I've collaged, and there's some sort of gold ribbon here. And there's a jelly print underneath, and there's this donkey inside. It's a journal card. That just tucks right on in there. And this is the other side of the magazine page with more old spoons, and this is an upper tuck. And this is the journal card that is inside. It's some hollyhocks and some little mice. And fabric on top, and they just slide right on in there. And sort of a little raccoon grocery farmer's market stand. Crow, and I forget the name of this game. Is it croquet? Croquette? I can't recall, but it's a game, and it's played outside, and it's a bunny and some fabric here. And a little snake plant. And an elephant with her little coin purse. And a frog on a lily pad. And a lovely cuckoo clock on avocado dyed paper. A bunny holding balloons. And a romantic little cruise with 2 mice. And a pig in a pig pen. Another pig with a tall stork. And they're standing in front of a windmill. And this is more fabric. And this is just some Richard Scarry imagery from a couple of different books. So this is the Old King Cole story, and then over here some really cute frogs. And we are now in the center of the last 2 signatures. And this is just a thick, large journal card of bunnies in their home. Just another extra that's been tucked in there. And on this side we have these cute little chicks that are hatching, and an elephant, and a pig playing a tuba, and this, what are these guys called? Swordfish playing the xylophone, and a cute little butterfly. And this is a belly band with some cats. And this is the journal card that's inside. It's a post office. And that's on actually a knitting chart paper. And on this side, we just have a pocket, and it has a vintage bingo card inside that you can write on. And that just tucks right on in there like that. And this is gilded certificate paper with this little seal. And a dandelion. And then this is a side tuck on top of music paper. And a large journal card that's been collaged on both sides. And this is the other side of the music paper with this wood project. And this is a pocket with these lovely geese in their and their lovely clothing, and sort of a found objects paper behind it from a book page, and it's been sewn down with some fabric, and a large walrus king, and that's a journal tag that just tucks right on in there. And on this side is a side tuck with this large cat, and this is a collage journal tag, and this little pig with her babies in this hamper. And this is large format knot paper that's been coffee dyed. And then this is a fold out of Jack Be Nimble. So it's a bunny in the Jack Be Nimble story, so that can fold all the way out and be written on. And then this actually folds out into this large center fold spread, and this is jelly printed paper that I made on top of vintage music paper, but I've left the Richard Scarry imagery intact of this little bunny and this large elephant. And then when you fold, you see this, and over here is the ring of roses, a pocket full of posies, and so that's like a circle of bunnies. And then what I've done is, actually this is a folded heavyweight journal card with this little bunny family. And it just tucks right in here like this. And then these two close up. And there we are. And on this side is a coffee dyed paper with a couple of bugs living in potatoes and apples. And on this side is a silo and some chicks. An owl, and this is a pocket with a journal card inside with these three little kittens, and it has fabric on top, and this is more of that found object paper, and that just tucks right in there. And this is an upper tuck just with some laundry, and it's on top of this beautiful book page. And this is an owl journal card with this lovely paper on the back. This is the same paper that lines the inside of this book. It's from this book. And this is an upper tuck with this collage journal card inside. And on this side we have music paper with a foxglove, and this is the story of the three little kittens, and that's a journal card that tucks right in there. I'm pretty sure that earlier in this book I referred to foxglove as hollyhock by accident, so please, I stand corrected. And this is a little mouse on a mushroom, and more certificate paper, and a belly band with a journal card inside. Just tucks in there. Coffee dyed paper, that's a tuck with a journal tag. And some fabric up the side. This cute little panda. And some cauliflower. And the Piccadilly Circus. And on the back I just have this pocket. This is book imagery from this book, and inside is this big nurse pig with a chicken, and it's a journal card. And that is the end of this journal. And so yeah, this is the second in the series. You'll see videos for each journal. I do walk through for every journal that I make, so that when I put them up in my Etsy, you can take a full look at what the journal looks like inside. So these guys will be going up in my Etsy at some point this week, as soon as I can get them up, and I'll probably sort of sporadically post them if possible. So this one is the two owls, and I hope you liked it. All of my social media information and my link to my shop and everything else will be in the description. So thank you for watching.